Mohab Samak. I'm the Managing Director of Engel Middle East and operating out of Dubai. We've got offices coming up in Egypt, in Saudi, and in a few other cities around the world. So this is the seed for the Middle East operations. We're number one in Europe. We are number one, hopefully, in the US very, very soon. So we're a big entity that we just realized that the Middle East is the place to be, and we're growing really, really quickly. In Dubai at the moment, the market is stable. We can see the demand is increasing, coming from Europe and coming from places that we've never seen actually in Dubai before, such as the Germans, such as the Dutch, such as the French, names and countries that never used to buy properties naturally in Dubai. But due to the market condition in Europe and inflation rates and lack of available stock, these people used to originally invest in the south of Spain and the south of France, like the rest of Europe and Greece, obviously. But then when the market changed and that they've realized that they can't buy something there that is worth the investment into, they started to hear about Dubai. And obviously here the government and DTCM and the Dubai Land Department and Dubai Municipality did a lot of efforts to make marketing campaigns over there. And we started to see these people actually biting. So over the last, I would say, year and a half, 2 years since Corona, since we made the right image after the recovery, we've been seeing a huge demand coming from Europe. And for us as a European country, that's for us as an amazing news, because we are increasing our market share on a daily basis based on our brand recognition in Europe. The next 2 years, it's a very long period in time for the Dubai market to realize. So I'm not going to assume I know. Subject to the current conditions remaining the same, we should be very stable in a growing market over the next 2 years. But it's very volatile and things can change in no time. So for the time being, I'll give you 2 quarters of stable demand and supply market. One of the things that is volatile is also the demand itself. So we see the demand shifting really quickly. That's why every month we do reviews, we look at the market statistics, we get the numbers from the Land Department and the other tools that we use in our business to understand the full market survey. We call it comparative market analysis, so we understand what's going on. For the time being, luxury is still holding a big part of the demand, but a year ago it wasn't luxury, it was more affordability. And next year, I don't know what's going to happen. Again, it's a market shift. As long as there's transactional business, we're a transactional business. As long as there's demand and supply, regardless of the market conditions with pricing, whether it's up or down, there's always opportunity to make money in the real estate market. So for us, we focus there, sustainability, we're there where the market is going up or down. We're going to be there because it's transactional business. The problem would be slowdown in demand, and the problem will be slowdown in interest of people buying properties in Dubai. And it's very difficult to find because Dubai market has something that the rest of the world from an investment perspective doesn't have. We have prices that are 1/3, if not less than that, than the other major cities worldwide. So it gives you that value for the money you're paying. That's one. Obviously with the luxury and the top buildings and the biggest malls and the biggest lakes, and that appeals a lot to people. We've just been nominated as #1 worldwide tourist destination for 2022 by major portals. So this is something that adds a lot more. On top of all this, the property that you're buying, returns are very high. I mean, compared to Europe, you got 2.53%. I mean, if you're lucky if you've got an amazing transaction. In Dubai, at least is 6 to 8% return on investment net to the buyer. So that does not exist anywhere. So obviously we've got an upper hand in the situation. It will be a feature that not everybody would see. So I'm not an operational guy, like I'm a business guy. I'm a salesperson, just glorified. So the best thing I like to do in my decision making is to see information, data, analysis, in order for me to understand what works and what doesn't work. Where should I invest more? Where should I take back? So one of the best features I've felt working with Property Finder over the last years in my entire career was the information that we used to get. So the dashboard, our contact manager, like in our case, They give us all the information we need to make the decision at the end of the month. Which agents should be sent to which area, and which area should we grow more, market share in, and how we're doing, what's our ranking in these areas. So being fed this information helped me a lot with making good decisions that made our company a lot better. So from my perspective as heading the company, this will be the most important feature. I'm sure there's a lot of technical features that will also add value, but at the end of the day, for me personally, that's what makes a difference.